Wow, I'm on Etsy now, link in the description. Just before we get into this video, I would like to mention that there will be taxidermy, and if you are uncomfortable with that, please do click away because it is quite dispersed within my collection. All of the taxidermy is legal to own in the United Kingdom, so please keep that in mind, there will be taxidermy. Hey guys, CharrChan here, and today's video I thought we would do an anime figure collection tour 2025. So I'm going to try and get this done somewhat quickly, not linger too much on each little toy because, you know, we're not here for all that. So let's get started. So this is my desk, this is where I do my work, and it hasn't changed all that much since my last figure collection tour, but there's a lot more toys here, and also it's a little bit messy, so please ignore that. Alright, let's get started. So up on that top shelf, you can't see, but there's a Sonic behind that rude word. That is the name of a place in Orkney, but I can't say it in the video because YouTube and all that. Anyway, there's my next shelf with my yugioh Nendoroid. Then down here we have one of my Holy Grail figures, which is a Draculaura, still in her box because she looks good in her box. And then we have my little shelves thingies here with pretty much the same toys as last time, so nothing has changed. This has changed slightly. We've got a yugioh there now. We also have a yugioh that I made myself, and up here on this wire I have one of my ninja charms that I also made myself that is out of focus. I've got some little charms here, and yeah, that's that side. Then when we come down here we can see I've got 5 million little Gachapon toys, Nendoroid Petites, Nendoroids. I got some of these recently and they just haven't had anywhere to go. Well, they have places to go, I just haven't gotten around to putting them anywhere. This is a custom figure I made myself. It is the ninja from Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja, as a Nitotan style figure, and I sculpted him and painted him myself, and this is a custom, like mildly customized Hanayo Koizumi from Love Live, but this is a, what's it called, like the Idol Master figure, but I turned her into Hanayo because I like Hanayo. He's my little Tanuki plush, I like him very much, he's out of focus. Here we have another one of my Holy Grails, that is the Trixie and Starlight My Little Pony fan series figure. I searched for years to be able to get one at a reasonable-ish price in the UK, so there's that. Yeah, here's all my little Nendoroids that we just saw. This is the John the Armadillo money box. I do use it as a money box, it has coins in. I love it, it is wonderful. Then we come back here, just some Nendoroids. This is my first ever like anime figure, like proper anime figure. Hanayo Nendoroid, so she's very sentimental to me. New scale figure, I don't think was in last year's collection tour. Jammy Yugi, there he is. That's the only scale figure on my desk, I think. This is the same, but I do have these little Yugi and Yami charms, like just over these Copic markers. I wasn't going to leave them there, but I quite like them there. That's the same as last year's Pop-Up Parade, Discord, Monster High. I've got my Mikus on top of my Copic markers, which is a little inconvenient, but I do like how they look. If we look on the wall in the back, same prints as last time. Maybe a couple more charms. I like to attach my charms and things with magnets when I can, because it's just a little bit easier for me, I think. I just prefer it, so that's pretty much the same as it was. When we come over to this shelf here, I forgot to mention that this is one of my Holy Grails. It is Purundun or Polyester from the Samurai Pizza Cats. Probably a couple of like new teeny tiny figures. I've made these little apple guys recently, so I've got those sat there. But otherwise it's mostly the same, except I have now added these little Gachapon charms. This is a full set of the Vampire Dies in No Time characters. Got a little Yugi here and a little Hanayo, and a acrylic stand that I made myself, like I drew the artwork and had it printed, of Julian, my favourite character of all time. there he is. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I feel like I was going to say something else. Can't remember what it was anyway. Come down here. Also kind of the same as last year, so not much has changed. I have a Vile Plume pencil sharpener. It doesn't really work very well, but I like to pretend I sometimes use it. I have my Beetle Gachapon on my keyboard so I can play with him. I also completed my John Gachapon like food themed keychain collection. I got 2 of the pancake ones in the end just with how it worked out. Then up here I've got the one with the biscuits, and then we come down here, I've got the little melon pan, melon bread John. I love it. It's out of focus. There's that one there, and where is the other one? There, Donut John, there. I feel like there's another one I'm forgetting, but I do have the full set. Alright, so that is my desk. Oh, forgot the plushies. So over here I have my plushie wall number 1. I've got a couple of plushie walls. I've got my little Mime Junior. I love this one so much I bought 2 of him. So I have my display one and then one I take out with me. This is a Nendoroid on a ball jointed doll body. I think it's a UF doll body. It was kind of cheap, but it works really well. I really like it. And I just bought the clothes because I was not going to be bothered making clothes. Got my Monster High dolls, and another holy grail here, the Yugi Nitotan plush. I would not like to say how much I paid for him, but I love him. He lives on my desk and he makes me smile. I have a custom attempt at a Nitotan of the ninja from Randy Cunningham. I was going to make a video about it, but whatever. We'll see if I get around to editing it. So I might try and redo that at some point. Anyway, that's one of my plushie walls. Oh, and my clear file of Psyche K and Gintama. I use this to store my scrap paper that I use to take notes and things. And at the other side of my room I have my big plushie wall number 2. It's good, I like it very much. Some people, I think, might see it as just like clutter, and it is clutter, but it's my clutter and I really like it. Stinky's currently sleeping here. Hello, Stinky. You sleepy. She likes to sleep there. I usually keep my fursuit heads here. I keep my Yugi, Kigurumi and Tricerebat here, but I have to take them off so she can sleep there. Anyway, let's point out some key plushies. We have this. Oh, this is my like fursuit materials wall, so just ignore that. So key plushies. We have this one. It's a 2005 Lucario from the Lucario Mystery of Mew movie, and I wanted this plush for years and years and years. I wanted him when I was little, but I never asked for him because he was really expensive at the time, and he remains quite expensive, but I got this one dirt cheap, and I love him. I did have to preserve the like vinyl. It's starting to flake, so I had to coat it in some stuff. But yes, there he is. And then, because I wasn't sure how that one was going to hold up, I did also get this one dirt cheap as well. This is the fabric version. I love it. Yeah, I've got some like really sentimental plushies on here as well, like that Mewtwo and that Charizard I've had since I was little. I saved up for them and bought them, and they were expensive at the time. That was 50 quid for that Mewtwo, and he's still 50 quid a lot of the time. Charizard was like 25 quid. So little me saved up for a really long time to get those. Other notable plushies here, Play-by-Play Sandshrew. I love the Play-by-Play line, my favourite plushies of all time. So I've got quite a few Play-by-Plays on this setup. Another notable one is the Clown Pikachu, which I got a couple of years ago. So I really like that, it's very cool. And I bought that big Charizard to commemorate a very, like, important special event in my life that I will keep to myself, but he's important for sentimental reasons. Oh, and these are my Build-A-Bears I got recently. I took my friend to Build-A-Bear, and I ended up building Cinnamon Roll and Wooper. And this is my Mirage Meowth, my first and only current Mirage plush. So that's really cool. Anyway, so yes, that is the plushie wall. And another holy grail I forgot to mention, the McDonald's 2001 Pikachu. I searched for ages and ages to find it, and there he is. Currently, on top of the printer, I do have my Miku Nendoroid 2.0, because I got her few weeks ago, a month ago, and she was kind of sticky, so I had to give her a bath, and now she's just airing out to get that plastic smell out of her, and it's reduced a lot. If you have a slightly sticky Nendoroid and it smells of plastic, just take it apart, give it a bath with slightly warm water, let it soak with a little bit of dish soap, let it soak, let it dry and leave it spread out for a while, and that smell will dissipate because it's a lot better now. I'm going to give her another bath because she's dusty. Anyway, that's a bit of Nendoroid tips and tricks for you, and this is my Aoi scale. Please ignore the wall, it's just dirty from being old. It needs repainting. This is my Aoi scale figure from Yamanosusume. I love her so much. I think this might be my favourite scale figure currently. But she's living here because I haven't decided where I want to put her. So there she is. But look at that figure, it's wonderful. I love it so much. Alright, let's go and look at my cabinets in my bedroom. Here we are in my room where I have my cabinets, so let's have a look at them, starting with this one. At the top shelf, well actually, on top of the cabinet we have my boxes, but we don't look at those. On the top shelf we have my My Little Pony Bishoujo figures. I do have Applejack and Rainbow Dash on the way via pre-order, so... Speaking of pre-orders, I also have the Teto Pop-Up Parade and the Draculaura Bishoujo figures on pre-order. Waiting on those two, but I was too excited to do my figure collection tour this year, so here we are. Then we have a Louise from the Familiar of Zero. I'm not really a fan of the show, but I just love this figure so much. It's so my aesthetic, so here it is. I have my Kimono friends Nendoroids, Kaban and Serval, and my favourite Nendoroid, not for sentimental reasons, just to take photos of, is this Aoi from Yamanosusume. And I also have Hinata. I have Kokona-chan on my desk, so I do have the 3 Yamanosusume Nendoroids. Little Pokemon Zukan there. Anyway, next shelf down, I have my Tiger B-style 1/6 scale. I do really like her, she's very cute. Little Yugi shrine going on there. Some Nendoroids in the back from Hikaru no Go. You can't really see him, can't get the camera at a good angle. But yeah, I really like this shelf right now. I think I need to do something about this area here, but I do kind of like this shelf as it is. Then if we come down here, I have a lot of my Pokemon toys. A lot of these I've had since I was little. There's not many on here that I've purchased recently, so this is kind of my childhood collection mostly. There's a couple of ones I've picked up recently, but for the most part, I've had all of these since I was little. Love my Pikachu car. It does work, but I didn't really play with it because I wanted to collect it, so yeah. That does have the gold-plated Pikachu card in that box there, and there's my Pokewalker from my copy of Soul Silver. And on the bottom here I just have some box storage, some garage kits. This is my Dralok garage kit, I haven't painted it yet. This is a garage kit from an infamous website that sells recasts, but this is a pre-painted figure that they made a garage kit of, so there was not an existing garage kit of it. I have a Nendoroid back there that's not on display currently, and also just some miscellaneous Pokemon things, and I do have a Pinky Cooper doll back there. But the bottom shelf is mostly storage. Then over here, I have, honestly, the shelves themselves are a holy grail to me. These are Pierre Sala pencil shelves, and I love them. I got them really cheaply, and I adore them. They are wonderful. Oh, please excuse the dust. I just dusted in here, and it's already dusty again. I dusted 2 weeks ago? It's really dusty in this house. It's an old house, solid fuel only, meaning we heat it via fires, so... That's why it's so dusty. Anyway, top shelf here I have my little Yugi trading figures set, little box. I've got some Wade Whimsy type things. This is a Wade cat. little Wade dog. I've got some Wade trays, like trinket trays, but I wasn't really sure where to put them all, so there's some back there too. There's my commie Nendoroid. Okay, I'm kind of rambling. I use this Marshall from Paw Patrol as a paperweight, but I think he looks quite good on the shelf, so he's there. Moving down, I have a bunch of the Pokemon Kids figures. There's like finger puppet style ones, and I got all of these minus this one and this one in a charity shop. Just there were 3 bags of them, and I just bought them all because, like, how could I not? So I love them. I'm really happy with these, and they look wonderful on my shelf. These are the marbles from the Jakks Pacific Pokemon figures, so I got these when I got the toys when I was little. The toys themselves are in here. It's these bigger ones. Anyway, Yato Nendoroid, and then we come down here, and this shelf is a bit like meh. I've got a couple more of the little trading figures from that set. My Dinosaur King figure still in box, and that is Marik's box, one of my Holy Grail figures. His box stays there just for safekeeping. But yeah, that's the bottom shelf. Here's a Jakks Pacific Pikachu that I bought recently, and that is that shelf. Over here I have, well, I've got some Nendoroid box storage down the side here under this Halloween decoration dinosaur skull. I really like it, it's really fun. I've got Nendoroid boxes. There's my Catboy figure. I also use him as a paperweight, but I also just really enjoy the PJ Masks. My mum got him for me. Like, to clarify, I was like 17 when I got into PJ Masks, so I'm like in my 20s now. I'm 24 now, and I'm still a fan. Anyway, up on the top shelf, I tried to make this a blue themed shelf. I'm not really sure how much it's really carrying across that it's meant to be blue as the predominant colour, but I think I got there. I quite like this right now. Got my Hanayo with a little Snowmiku keychain, then my Snowmiku figure there with some Cloudies figures that fit the winter theme. Then I have my My Little Pony fan series that I got a few years ago. Pop vinyls, ew. I can't say that I own them. Little Pokemon toys, and this is my Napkoware collection. Napkoware is, well, they're just little ceramic mice in little objects. These are called foot in, foot out because they have 1 foot in the object and 1 foot out of the object, and I have quite a lot of them. They're made in Japan, or they are from like the 60s, I think, so they're kind of old. And I've got a couple of Wade Whimsies down here. More Nendoroid boxes down the side here. And then like more of my Nendoroid boxes here as well, so I have a lot of Nendoroids. Really like Nendoroids. Anyway, here we have my Yu-Gi-Oh manga shelf. I've got all of the big volumes in German, so the 3-in-1 volumes. I have the entire set auf Deutsch, because I do speak German. I watch the PJ Masks in German as well, so that's part of my German studies. Anyway, I have the Hikaru no Go pop-up parades, which I bought in person, surprisingly, in Newcastle. Like, so strange. I did not think I would see those, like, out and about in the UK, in the northeast. So, that was insane to me. Some more, like, Wade stuff there. I won this Lupin figure in a giveaway a few years ago. And then I've got some other mangas and some art books there. And that's that shelf. And every time I do a collection tour video, I have to show off my pre-1945 legal to own Jaguar head taxidermy. Coming over here, this is my pride and joy. I love this shelf so much. These are like CD shelves, and I've just filled them with anything and everything that will fit on them. So I'm not going to spend too long on this because it's, you know. So we've got a shelf here that's got some of my favourites on, like this Lugia figure that my mum got for me when I was quite little. I love it, so there's that. And then I got this for, I think, my birthday a couple of years ago. So there's Hanayo. Just, you know, miscellaneous. I've had some of these since I was little, some I bought recently, like that. Not all of my Tomy figures are legit, some of these are bootlegs, but I've had them since I was little. I still display them. Got some miraculous ladybugs, some more PJ Masks. There is quite a bit of PJ Mask stuff in my collection. This is a Scraggy figure I got for free off the ground. Back when I was in college, I saw him when I was going in one day, like laid in a puddle in some mud, and he stayed there for like 4 days, and I felt so bad for him, so I went and I picked him up, and I have him now. I did clean him, I did wash him, of course. Anyway, there's that. There's some Wade Whimsies in this box I haven't gotten around to displaying yet, but they're in there. Some more Nendoroid boxes, some more PJ Masks. I've got my Phineas and Ferb shrine here, with some more PJ Masks, of course. I'd love to complete the set of these trading figures, so that might be on my priorities to-do list, on my collection to-do list. Up here I've got, I'm really proud of my Invader Zim Gur keychain. I got that in a Forbidden Planet when I was a teenager, love it. Then I've got a Gormiti shelf here, lots of Gormitis and PJ Mask. Lots of PJ Masks spread about my collection. And then I've got my little Troll Hunters shrine. These pop vinyls I don't mind because they look quite, like, good, I think. Because they're not like just the human pop vinyls, they work quite well, I think. Anyway, moving over here, I've got my sword. My sword I got at a car boot sale. Yes, it's real. No, it's not sharp. But there it is. £4 I paid for that. Love it. Anyway, another shelf. My Little Pony. Another Gormiti. My little yokai watch stuff. There we go. Yeah, that's it. That's my beloved shelf setup. And lastly, this is my big cabinet. So let's start from the top. I have boxes that I've bagged at the top so they don't get too dusty. But I think we're at maximum capacity for boxes on top of this shelf. Anyway, I'm still kind of working on some of these shelves, so it's not final, but it's okay for now. Here's another foot in, foot out Napco wear. I just leave that one there because I like how it looks. My old Millennium puzzle that I used to use for the conventions when I cosplay Yugi, but I got a new, cheaper one. This is the Bandai model kit version, and it was like £40, so I don't really want to wear it out and about. I got a cheap one instead. My little Vampire Dies in No Time, little Ohiru Neko More Plus figures or something. Yeah, there they are. I put them on the top shelf because you can see all the details from beneath. I got my Joey Wheeler scale figure. This was my first scale figure. Then we come down here. I've got more of my Yu-Gi-Oh scale figures and my Ebe collection. But collection is two things here. I've got some of my skulls on this shelf too. This shelf I have my big Bezic cat. I've had this since I was very little. I fell in love with it when I was like 8, and then for my 9th birthday, I think it was maybe my 9th birthday, my mum got it for me from the antique shop. I love it. So, pride of place in the middle of the cabinet. Kaiba Pop-Up Parade. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting rid of my cute posket Kaiba because I don't really care for it. Anyway, some more skulls there. And then down here I have one of my holy grails, my holiest grail of all time, Marek Ishtar. You saw his box earlier, there he is. And he's next to Yami Marek because I thought that would look good. This shelf is kind of like warm-toned themed. I've got a little Kyokara Mao little figure in its box back there. It's a bee bear Kumahachi, and then there's a little taxidermy bug. Yeah, and some Love Live Nendoroids. I only really collect Hanayo and Rin, so yeah. And then on the bottom shelf I have my Wade Whimsy collection. There are about 150 Wade Whimsies that I own currently. I need to recount. That's including the doubles, so yeah. Love my Wade Whimsy collection. I've built it up over many years, so there's that. I do also have a toy bin here that's full of like miscellaneous Pokemon, Dinosaur King toys that I am wanting to display but don't currently display. I'd like to rotate out who's on display and who's in storage. Oh, Stinky's made her way out of my room. Hello, Stinky. Her name's Stinky because she smells bad. Hello. well, I guess I should sign off now. So, that was my collection tour 2025. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do not hit the like button, as that probably hurts, not very nice. So maybe shake his hand instead. Like so. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.